Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Tofaya Ali Mother as well. So the youngsters particularly, please come forward. So the rest of the people, when they are coming, so there should be a place before that. Say Salat Muhammad. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair. Sayyida Salamullah alayha, bless you. Say Salawat loudly, Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Once again, for the security and safety of all the believers in all over the world, wherever the Azadari is happening, under the shadow and under the umbrella of Imam Zaman alayhi wasallam, say Salawat loudly. One special request for this salawat for those mu'mineen who are over elder citizens, who are over respected citizens, who are elders, who are older, ladies and gentlemen, everything. For them, so they can be the shadow of blessing for all our own heads. So for them, say Salawat Muhammad wa أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم الرسول النبي الأمي الهاشمي القرشي المكي مدني سيدنا شفينا طبيب قلوبنا بالقاسم محمد والسلام على الطاهر والمزمل والياسين والمدثر محمد بن عبد الله المصطفى ومالكة الكلية الأرض حجة الله صلوات محمد وآل محمد صلى على والسلام على أمير المؤمنين وإمام المتقين وقاتل المشركين وقائد الغر المؤجلين وسيدة النساء العالمين وسيدي شباب أهل الجنة والحسن الحسين وأولاد الحسين وأصحاب الحسين وإمام زمانا حضرت مهدي الزمان صلوات ولعنة الله عليهم أجمعين أما بعد فقد قال الله تعالى وتبارك في كلام المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين صلوات محمد My elders, my youngsters, my fellows, my daughters, my sisters, you the august audience, we are trying to find it over what's the real gestures or meaning of taqwa in the light of the two verses of the Quran with the blessing of the chapter of Al-Baqarah, which is the cow, the longest chapter in the Quran. So the few things when I tell you, so you need to remember that the youngsters now, the longest one. There is no other chapter in the Quran which can be compared to this chapter. This chapter has a unique significance in it. The longest zikr in the Quran is about Hazrat Musa. How strange is that for the Muslims? The book is revealed on Prophet Muhammad, but the longest zikr is all about Musa. It's a good question for us to understand, and why is it so like that? Means Moses got a separate book. Moses got himself the zikr, the best in the best book. Why is it so like that? So inshallah this question will be answered soon. The second, the Quran is revealed on Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Salli ala. We did discuss yesterday, just a snapshot what we covered yesterday. So those who are new today, so they should understand what is going to happen now. Yesterday we tried to understand the difference between muallif and I forgot it. The compiler is the translation of the muallif. If somebody writes a thing, so what we call him? Writer? Yeah. So writer is not a muallif. I gave you the clear definition what muallif is. Okay. Listen quickly. Muallif is a person who picks up the different flowers from somewhere according to his knowledge and puts into the order and publishes like in a book. But he hasn't contributed anything in that book. He's not allowed to do so. That is called mu'allif. So how many people have translated the Quran? Try to understand where I'm bringing you. If they have translated the Quran, but they have never been able to add something in the Quran or can take away something from the Quran. So they become translator. They are not even muallif. Okay. So who is the muallif now? Okay. If I ask you, has Adam written any book? But he got some sahifa? Yeah. Has Nuh written any book? No. He got some sahifa. Has Ibrahim written any book? No. No. But he got the longest sahif in all the prophets. Remember these things. These are the facts and figures. Okay. And then Moses came. He has got a book. But he hasn't written a book. Then David's time came, which is called Dawood alayhi wasalam. His book title is Zabur, but he hasn't written it. Okay. Then Hazrat Isa alayhi wasalam came in this world. And he got his own book, which is called Bible or Injil. But even then he hasn't written it. Then the last prophet came in this world. The Quran was revealed on that personality. But even prophet hasn't written it. So not a single prophet has written anything. Do you see their authority? They are not allowed to write anything. Have you ever evaluated? Have you ever examined these things? Have you ever listened these types of things from some of the greatest scholars, right? I'm just a student of research. I'm opening it now because this is the time now for the next 4 or 5 days. We should take something which is really meaningful. So till the next year, you should be remembering it. I should be looking forward for research. If you find Imran brother, okay, Imran brother, yeah, Dr. Sab said something, okay. So do you know what is this thing? All the prophets, 124,000, they haven't written anything. It doesn't mean they didn't know how to write it. It doesn't mean they didn't know it. Okay. This was the biggest mistake my Sunni brothers did it. You know, in my khutbah, I always say, Ar-Rasul al-Nabi al-Ummi. I love this word. You know what Ummi means? I was listening to different channels, right? They always say Ummi means that the person who cannot read, who cannot write. True? But I have never ever listened. Have you ever listened that they have spoken something that Ibrahim is Ummi? Have you ever listened? Have they ever talked about Isa, that Isa was also illiterate and uneducated? Why? We can ask this question, why? To our own self. The problem with Muslim world is they wanted to examine Prophet Muhammad according to their own knowledge. That's what Allah hates it. Allah wants us to understand Muhammad as I want you to do it. Example. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. You always read. You always read. Correct? You always read. Now, Ali ﷺ was just 7 years old, and I'm giving you the reference, no answer. He was in the streets of Arab, and one of the greatest scholars of the Jews came across. He said, "Oh child, come here." Ali ﷺ didn't respond because that was not a respectful way. Then he said, "Oh child, I'm talking to you, come here." Ali ﷺ turned his face. Then the scholar was in a very difficult situation. The child is not responding. And he was thinking that I'm a scholar. Yet everybody knew it. When he did the same action again, Ali ﷺ replied, "What?" And at that time, Quran was in the process of revelation. Remember this one. Okay. And what he said? Ali said, "Vakulu lil nasi husna." Oh, if you are human being, vakulu lil nasi husna. Speak in a gentle way. Try to understand the standard of communication. You are speaking to a human being. How come is that? The spoken words so much so, Allah liked it, and Allah put it into the Quran. And it became the verse. The words were spoken by Ali the Great and taken by Allah and were included into the Quran. وَقُولُ لِلْنَاسِ husna. And this is not only for that scholar, it is for us as well. Is it? Remember that my first word, when you come into this land, when you come into this mosque, when you enter into Husainiya, you need to be a beggar. We all, including myself. Your pocket should be empty. By the way, it is true, yeah? All the movement, says Allah Muhammad. Some people might be asking the question, "Oh, doctor is saying, okay, please donate everything." Okay, you can donate everything, whatever you want. And for the donation, all movements need two things. One, rizq halal, and second, muttaqeen. This Islam doesn't need rizq haram. Somebody is saying, "Oh, doctor is very tough. He's very strict." Okay, I can give you one example now. Somebody came to Imam Ali ﷺ and asked question, "Mawla, I wanted to give a charity to somebody, but I cannot find who is the most deserving one." Imam replied, "How many people have you identified?" And he replied, "Mawla, 2. One is not, okay, but one feels to be that he is a real in need. So I need to give that charity to him." You know what your Mawla replied? Mawla replied, "Give everything to them, both." He was done. "How come, Mawla? I will not having anything." The Mawla said, "Almighty Allah will give you return in a twice, because you are giving giving them the two people to Allah, Allah will make it 100% addition. So this is one the concept of the charity. Okay. Going back, Hazrat Ali ﷺ said, "Wakulu lil nasi husna." Okay, whenever you need to speak, speak in a gentle way. Now I asked you a question. Yesterday I left the majlis here. Tawalla and tabarra. Remember this one. Tabarra and tawalla. Try to understand this one now. Tawalla is a makhzan of wila. Wila means when you love somebody. When you love someone. When you love somebody, it should not be one-sided love. Try to understand this one now. I'm saying, Ali, I love you. I'm saying, Ali, I love you. I'm saying, Ali, I love you. And now let me give you the example. If I say, Imran brother, I need a glass of water. And Imran brother saying, no, Dr. Shahab, you are very intelligent. You're very educated. No. Imran brother, I need a glass of water. Okay. And Imran, no, Dr. Shahab, wonderful, mashallah, you speak. Oh my goodness, look at your style now. We are getting very, very good. Imran brother, I need a glass of water. Imran said, no, doctor, I love you. It's a one-sided love. But whatever I'm saying to him, he's not fulfilling it. But he loves me. I'm asking, give me a glass of water. He's not ready to give me a glass of water. That is a one-sided love. We are keeping saying this, Ali Mawla, we love you, we love you, we love you. But what Ali says, we don't do it. What will happen? Is a lesson or not? It is a lesson. I know it is a dry thing. Okay? But remember this one. It's my duty to tell you. It's my duty. Honestly, it's my duty. Love should be on reciprocal basis. Here we say, Ya Ali Madad. Here Ali comes. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I am with you. But we need to be qualified. We need to be qualified as well. Okay? Prophet hasn't written any book. Ali Rasulullah was 7 years old. He said, "Wakulu lil nasi husna." When Ali came at the age of 13, right, in the Arab world, everybody was saying, oh, Muhammad is highly uneducated. See the word now. Muhammad is highly uneducated. Oh, Muhammad is what? He's a magician. Oh my goodness. Muhammad hasn't gone to any madrasa, any university. Yeah. Oh, there is no teacher of Muhammad. But he is giving us so many different things. Ali was filled up here. Ali was not allowed to answer it. But inside of the Ali, so many things were going on. And every time when Prophet used to say, oh Ali, what is happening? No, Mawla, people talk too much about you. And Prophet used to give a smile. Oh Ali, don't worry about that. They don't know who am I. But you know at least. Who am I? Right. One day Hazrat Ali ﷺ said, now this is the time. I need to decide it. Ali gathered the people of the Arab scholar and introduced himself. Do you know who am I? Ali started his introduction. Ana Ali ibn Abi Talib. I'm a son of the chief of the Kaaba. I'm a son of the great grandfather who defeated the armies of the enemies of Allah. And is there anybody who can answer my question? Everybody said, no, we cannot. Can I answer your all questions? Oh yes, we have no doubt about your knowledge. Okay? Would you like to know who is my teacher? Would you like to know in which university did I go? Oh yes. You know who's the same? Muhammad is my teacher, according to you who is uneducated. This was the style of Ali the Great. That is why he is Khalifatul Rasul bila fasal. Where Muhammad doesn't speak, Ali speaks. This is what we have the duty as well. Today our Imam-e-Zamana is in Ghaib Kubra. So people should see they are the Shia of Imam Mahdi. If we walk, if we talk, our action should speak that these are the Shias of Say Salat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad now. Muhammad wa No Imam has written a book. No Prophet has written a book. It doesn't mean they didn't know how to write it. Okay? Many people think about Nahjul Balagha is a book of Ali the Great. I'm sorry to say, this is not a book of Ali the Great. These are the letters and statements of Ali the Great. Ali hasn't written it. Ali hasn't written it. Two Sayyids, Sayyid Razi and Sayyid Muhammad Murtaza, the two brothers, Kazimi Sayyid, Imam Musa al-Kazim's blood. Okay. They compiled the letter, they became the Muallif. You see, this is Muallif. Now you understand. The present Nahjul Balagha, which is in your hands, it's not a book of Ali the Great. And today, should I tell you who is the book of Ali the Great? Would you like to know it? Say Salat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad na. Salli ala. The name of the Ali book. Ali has written some books. Honestly. But there was no pen. There was no paper. There was no ink. And his first book is Hasan al-Mujtaba. His second is Hussain Shaheed Karbala. And his third book is Abbas ibn Ali. And for the ladies, Zainab bint Ali, Kulsum, Hazrat Ruqayya. These are the books for the ladies, and the men, these are the books of Ali for you guys. Should I tell you why? Imam Jafar Sadiq ﷺ claims, say Salat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad now. Everybody is running after Almighty Allah, but there is no Allah. Imam statement, look at this one now. Everybody is running after. Why? Everybody wants to go for Jannah. Everybody is looking for Jannah. And Imam said there is no Jannah. Everybody was stunned. Mawla, what are you saying? Just a couple of days ago you said there is a Jannah. Imam said, we will take you towards Allah. If you are away from us, you are away from Allah. We are the guarantee of Allah in this world. We are the ayat. We are the ayat. We are the verses of Allah in this world. If you are away from us, you are away from Jannah. It doesn't matter. Either you are a Shia or you are Sunni. If you are away from Imam, you are away from Jannah. We all need to see in ourselves. Honestly, we all need to see. Okay? We all need to see ourselves. Are we doing something correct which Imam is happy with? This is what is the lesson. Say Salat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. This human body which you have, Imam Ali said, this body is a gift of Allah for you. Imam Ali said, this is a gift of Allah for you. And how powerful you are and how weak you are. Your tongue, it has a very strange. Look at the word now, please. This is the most important point of the discussion. Your tongue has a slight blood, but it has a very strange flesh in it. These are the words of Ali the Great. Means strange flesh. Means it does not relate to your tissues. It is strange. The way Almighty Allah has created the tongue, it gives you the taste of whatever you eat. But it is in the control. For the example, if I say, Imran brother, you taste the salt. What is the taste of salt? Dr. Shab is a salt. What is the taste of salt? Salt is salt. Okay. If I say, okay, Aga, you taste honey. Aga, Dr. Shab, honey is a sweet. It's a sweet. Okay. Are you free by your will?
Are you free by will? You understand what I'm saying? Are you free by your will? Can you use your tongue and identify the taste in honey, which everybody is not able to taste it? Can you? No? Okay, let's see now. In your eyes, how many colors are there in black pepper? In this black, how many colors are there? Science saying is 7, correct? 7 colors are there. Your eyes are looking only one. Is it true? So this is much you are stronger, this is much you are weaker. Means behind the scene your eyes cannot see. Correct? Another example. Imam said, oh human being, you're carrying a death with you. You're carrying a death with you. Okay. What is a death, Mawla? What is death? If you cut the nails more than required, the blood comes. And the blood shows you that is a life. Because it hurts you. Sure? When it hurts you, the life is there. But it doesn't hurt you, that is a dead part of your body. That the nail. That nail, nobody found this one in this universe. It was a statement of Ali the Great, that why nail get died. And how nail gets died. Your sixth Imam said, when blood gets stopped in going into the nail, it means you need to remove it. Oh human being, every day Almighty Allah has given you the 5 times prayer. So you should not be died every day. You should not be died every day. That namaz, that salat will give you a lifeblood. It prepares you to go into the court of Allah. It prepares you to the court of Allah. Say Salat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad again. Some people are sitting here for the university graduates. Some are the college fellows. Some are the professionals. Yeah. And some might be the professional workers as well. Okay. Some might be the cab drivers. Some might be the drivers as well. If I ask you one question. Professionally, if your license at risk, what you do? Professionally, if your license at risk, what you do? You become very obedient. Is it true? You become very cautious. Oh, my license should not be revoked. Correct? This is the authority of this world. You're afraid of that? And you're going to be law-abiding. But look at the authority of Allah. How many times we do not follow His commands, but even then He doesn't punish us. Even then He doesn't punish us. Why? This is what Wasila Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad is here. They wanted to take us successfully to Allah, but if the Wasila demands something from us, we need to be ready for that as well. Okay. Your sixth Imam said, anybody who has thought, anybody who has taken namaz lightly, go and put a Quran on my head. I'm responsible for what I'm saying here. Your sixth Imam said, oh my Shia, oh you, whatever the age is that, oh my Shia, if you're taking your salat lightly, what does it mean lightly? Means you have not been able to offer your namaz on time, waqt awwal. If you're taking it, even then you're not able to get shifa of Ali Muhammad. Remember, it doesn't matter whether she or Sunni. This is the responsibility of the pulpit. Okay. Agha Hazrat Shaykh Qulaini, one person came to him and he said, oh Agha, I'm in a very difficult situation. I have no bread and butter. I wanted to marry with a very good woman, very nice, very poised, very beautiful as well. Okay, I wanted to have a good trade as well. And my parents are not happy with me. Okay, I'm under the debts as well. And I'm feeling that my skin is getting some disease. And you know what Shaykh Qulaini said? Shaykh Qulaini said, do one thing only. Go into the house of Allah, in a mosque, and offer 2 rakat namaz Sayyida Fatima, and then, and say Muhammad wa alim, and then do only one thing. After that, make a commitment to Allah. What? I will offer my namaz on time. On time. And he said, Agha, answer is one, but the question were 7. I need a good wife, I need a good business, I want to be successful, my parents are not happy, my skin is getting disease, I'm under the debts. 7. Answer is 1. Answer is 1. I got a 7 question. Shaykh Al-Hari said again, take care of your namaz on time. He was a little bit confused. After a few days he came back. He said, Agha, what is the problem with that? Only 1? And look at this one. He said, Agha Kulani said, according to Imam Baqir, say Salawat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad now. My Imam Baqir said, we are in the namaz, we are not out of the namaz. If you do not offer namaz, we are not with you. Remember this one. Do not take namaz lightly. Okay? This azadari is the shield of namaz. This azadari is a shield of Islam. This azadari is a shield of Ahle Bayt Quran. Never leave azadari. Alhamdulillah, we are not from them. But the objective of azadari is to establish the command of Allah in our own selves. If we are good Muslim, our children will be good Muslim. One person came to Imam Hussain and he asked a question, Mawla, my son is not obedient to me. And I'm a follower of you. I'm a Shia. And you know what Imam Hussain asked? He said, you really love Ahle Bayt? Was yes, Mawla. Yes. Okay. Do you follow what do we say? I try my level best, Mawla. Yes. Do you lie at home? Then he stopped. Mawla, sometime yes, sometime no. Then Mawla said, go to your home and ask for the forgiveness to Almighty Allah. Why? In Quran, Allah says, Lanatullahi alal qawmil kazibin. If your children are learning good and bad things from you, then you're responsible for that one. So these are the few things which I'm sorry this was a dry lesson today, but don't take it the wrong way, don't be offended. But this is the real one of the cruxes of Ahle Bayt Azadari alayhi salatu wasalam. Say Salawat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. I hope you are not annoyed yet. I hope the message was slightly salty. Yeah, but honey and citrus go together, hand in hand. Say Salawat Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad again. Muhammad. As good you are azadar, as good you should be ibadat guzar. Okay. Now you wanted to see who's a good ibadat guzar, who's a good worshipper? See his connection. See his connection. If he's a good worshipper, does he have iman in the wilaya of Ali? Then his ibadat is accepted. Remember, these are the basic principles. In vice versa, if somebody is the follower of Wilaya Amirul Mu'mineen, he is Azadar. But look at this one now. From Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam till Imam Hussain. Look at this one now. Look at the analysis and analogy as well. From Prophet Muhammad till Imam Hussain, what we saw? We saw Islam was in a great pain. Islam was in turbulence. Islam was in turbulence. Islam was in the hands of those who were not qualified to handle it. When Islam came back to Ali the Great, when Islam came back to Hassan the Great, when Islam came back to Hussein the Great, that is why you are here, to tell the people why we are different than you. We are commemorating. We are chanting slogans. We are weeping. We are crying. We are screaming. For what? There are some reasons. Why? Because you did not respect Ahlul Bayt. You means those who are the enemies of Ahlul Bayt. We should not be over there. Our ladies, you should try to respect to yourself, then try to learn how to live in this modest world through reading of Sayyida Fatima, through reading of Sayyida Zainab Salamul Alayha. Is a message is okay? Or it is a little bit drier? Salawat Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Salli ala Muhammad. Honestly, I'm sitting here for the last 27 years. Wherever I resided, I feel this is my duty, those youngsters who are sitting with you. If we are not able to transfer this correct message, we will be responsible for many things. Your 12th Imam is watching, observing, and taking the notes of every majlis. Two responsible personalities are for Azadari. In ladies, Sayyida Zainab. In men's, Ali Zainul Abidin. In every majlis, these two personalities go. Nobody was better matami than Ali Zainul Abidin. Inshallah, if life give me an opportunity, and after the 10th of Muharram, if I get an opportunity to come down again, I will tell you Imam Zainul Abidin lived 37 years. One riwayah, 35 years. Second riwayah, 36 years. Third riwayah, after the tragedy of Karbala. What Imam did in 35 years? Has he done something? Has he done something? He was the eyewitness of Karbala. He was the protector of the Sharia. He was the protector of the Imamat of Quran as well. He fought from many angles. But over excess is only 10 days and done. Sorry for that. This is the reality. But I'm not saying, mashallah, I have full confidence and trust on you. You will carry on your research with that. Okay. Whenever the majalis are happening after the 10th of Muharram in this center, you all are allowed to ask the questions to those who are coming on the pulpit. Tell us what happened after the 10th of Muharram. This is my request to the youngsters. Ask them, Aga, just tell us what happened after the 13th of Muharram. An Imam lived 35 years. What he did for us? What has he left for us? Did he give us any answer? Okay. Has he given us the principles of Matam? Has he given us the principle of Azadari? All these things he has laid down. So you are bound to answer this question, okay? I'm hoping today the two questions were already answered. I know it is a difficult, and I will be leaving within 5 minutes, inshallah. Brother Imran will be taking care of the pulpit as well. Is it okay, sir? Yes. I'm taking responsibility. Don't worry about that. Say Salawat Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Muhammad. 3 different ladies and their death. 3 different ladies and death. One, Hazrat Maryam, Batul. Second, Hazrat Khadija, title Tahara. Third, Fatima, Batul Kubra. 3 different. Okay. We are not used to listen in this comparative way. But let me shed some eyes so you should understand this one now. When Maryam was leaving the world, she was Batul as well. She was Batul as well. She was Mary, known as Mary. And she was Batul due to what? In her whole life, she never ever committed any kind of a sin and crime and not showed any disobedience to Allah. Not a single time. She was 7 years old when she was in the mosque. She was 9 years old when she was a gifted lady. She was 11 years old when she used to talk with the angel. She was 13 years old when she was getting a fruit directly from Allah. She was 16 years old when she was a mother of a prophet. She was 70 years old when she was the reciter of the 3 previous books. She was 19 years old when she was the hafiz of a Bible. Even the Bible was not there at that time. At the age of the 21, she was the ambassador of Allah in Baitul Laham. At the age of 23, her hair was turning into white. And what was the age of Sayyidah Fatima? When she was leaving the world, her hair was turned into white as well. See some resemblance now. See some resemblance. When Sayyidah Maryam was leaving the world, Hazrat Isa was approached. And somebody ran quickly, said, "Oh Isa, your mother is leaving the world." Contestant, Pelgonans were shaken. David Mullins, 4 different books of the Bibles. And from all 4, I'm reading it now here. Maryam left the world. Isa just entered the home. And Hazrat Isa wanted to meet his mother. The mother was already gone. Isa ﷺ went into the prayer. And he was crying like a baby in a prostration in a sajda. "Oh Allah, I wanted to meet my mother." Allah sent Jibreel back and Israel back together, the 2 angels, and gave a life to Hazrat Maryam back. When Hazrat Isa was told, "Go and meet your mother," Hazrat Isa came, he hugged his mother. And you know what Hazrat Isa said? "Oh my mother, if I left any weakness in respecting of you, forgive me. You were the best mother of me." Another mother in Medina, when Sayyidah Fatima was leaving the world, you remember the same thing? She was Batul in Baitul Muqaddas, she was Batul in Bait Muhammad. She left. As Imam Hussein came and entered in the home, Hussein was told that Sayyidah Fatima has left. Hussein, let's rush forward. Just lean forward. And Imam recited the same verses as Hazrat Isa was talking to Allah. "Oh my mother, if the Jesus can bring back his mother, I'm Fakhr Isa, you are Fakhr Maryam. I wanted to see you, mother." Ladies and gentlemen, this was the time Hussein ﷺ did one action. And that action was very swift and very painful for Sayyidah Zainab Salamullah alayha as well. Remember, this is the sunnah of Masoom. Sayyidah Maryam's namaz-e-janaza happened in the midnight. And the dead body was taken in the midnight as well. Ali alayhi wasalam did the same thing. Sayyidah Fatma's dead body is taken away from the home, but in the midnight. But what is happening? The difference. Hazrat Isa had two cousins, female cousin. They were falling with that, the dead body. When Ali ﷺ was told that Sayyidah Zainab is also accompanying us, Imam said, put the dead body down. Oh Sayyidah Zainab, go home. Ali doesn't like it, that even it is a dark night. Ali doesn't want that some people should listen your voice of Sayyidah Zainab. This is the height of the parda. Even it was a darkness, nobody was there. This is the teaching. Ali ﷺ is giving us that it is for us, not for everybody. It is for us, for Shia ne Ali ﷺ. May Almighty Allah give us courage to understand this message. Inshallah, we will continue it tomorrow. I'm sorry again if I have hurt your feelings, if I annoyed you, but this was one of the important parts to let you know it. The teachings is a teaching. The message of Hussainiyat surrounds with the Sharia of Allah. Subhanallah ta'ala. May Allah keep you blessed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.